And then Manchester United next, a club that obviously, you know, as well as anyone, certainly from your time when you were there as a younger player, we'll say.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the job that Ole Gunnar Solskjær has done so far?
Brilliant. You know, you can't come away from that. Obviously, having worked with Ole as a player and as a coach, actually, and time at United, obviously knew him relatively well. Not surprised, I have to say. I think he's brought that sort of, perhaps that little bit of United sort of history, a little bit of tradition that he's brought to it. That fresh impetus, bit of positivity. It looks like the players have responded to it. A very good guy in terms of how he is. He was excellent with me on a personal note. But there's certainly a strength in there that's probably required for the job, and I think he's definitely got that. But we're looking forward to the game. You know, I'm can't wait to go back there as ever. Again, I repeat what I've just said. For me, it's Old Trafford. It's an opportunity. We know what we're about. We'll have a game plan. We'll go in there and look to get a result. By result, I mean win the game. You know, that's. Of course, it's going to be tough. Of course, it's going to be difficult. But we think we've got it in us to produce that, and that's what we'll be looking to do. Where
does David De Gea rate for you in terms of the goalkeeping pantheon of players?
Right up there. You know, I think he's been, you know, incredibly impressive. I think you go back to a difficult sort of start that he perhaps had that people talk about. You know, to sort of come through that and be where he is now is an incredible journey. You know, I love watching him as a goalkeeper. I like his calmness, his composure. Obviously, at my time at United, Edwin van der Sar had that, and it spread through the team. And I think he certainly has that chip. His positional sense is incredible, and just brings that calmness to making saves, being in the right position. You know, it's fantastic, really. So yeah, for me, he's right up there in world goalkeeper.
Can you maybe sympathise with Sergio Romero and Lee Grant? I appreciate they are slightly older now than when you were in, but in terms of you had a world-class goalkeeper to try and get past as they do now, how it worked for you at the time?
Yeah, that's probably fair. I was a young lad coming up with no experience to back it up, really. You know, the behemoth that is Manchester United. You know, they're always going to be looking for the tried, tested and ready to go best in the world, or certainly someone that can get to that point that's shown enough, like De Gea at Atletico Madrid. In my time there, I was obviously looking to go and forge a career and prove to get to that point that I was capable of performing day in, day out, which I didn't have behind me at United, so I always knew that path was going to be difficult.
Well, you were part of that squad that won the Premier League. Did you get a medal?
No medal. I think at the time, I'm not sure if it's still the rules, it's 9 or 10 games you have to play to get the medal. As much as I was part of that first team squad, I enjoyed seeing how the best did it, how they went about it. Without getting on the pitch, for me, difficult to feel part of that. And that was one of the motivating factors for me to leave the club. I think, you know, you see it, you understand, you get a learning from it, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to be a big part of a team that goes on to be successful. And that was one of the driving forces for leaving, really, to go and forge that career, forge my own journey, not cruising along, if you like, and being part of something where I've not really had a big enough impact on it for what I wanted.